Yo, man, it's your girl Ray, and I'm back again with another video. We're back with something a little bit different. I told you I'm gonna come back with some different content. I'm very excited to show you guys what I've been doing. Y'all know, it's been a crazy NFL offseason. It's been a crazy NFL draft. I have for you guys some I think I put my like 5, 6 best teams that I found that did good in the offseason in the draft, and then I just found some interesting things I want to talk about these teams and my opinions and so the first team I got coming up is the Denver Broncos. I feel like the Denver Broncos did amazing in their offseason, and let's just talk about their offseason first of all. I think they did good in their draft and the offseason. I think they're gonna be a team to watch out for. Now, in the offseason here, they did trade for Jalen Waddle. Let's go watch some Jalen Waddle highlights right here. Hold on, let me mute this. Let's just look at Jalen Waddle first of all. Jalen Waddle is going to be dangerous paired up with Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, and Marvin Mims Jr. I think Sean Payton is probably going to use Waddle in the slot or at the Z spot because he's a fast receiver. I don't think he will be at the X. I think that's more of Cortland Sutton job. But I'm wondering what they're going to do with Marvin Mims Jr. and Troy Franklin. Will they separate their time? Because I feel like they both could fight for that wide receiver 3 position. I don't know if Jalen Waddle could be your 1 right now because he's such a speed guy. I feel like he's perfect at the 2. And I think Cortland Sutton is going to be the 1. But other than that, we have to think they already have their quarterback. They have Bo Nix. Bo Nix is, I think he's secure with the surgery. I think he's done with the surgery. And they already have a Super Bowl defense. And they have new additions to their running back room and defensive line in the draft. They went and got Tyler Autumn, bro, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but he's the defensive tackle. And then they went and got a running back named Jonah Coleman and Casey for the offensive tackle and Justin Jolie for the tight end. And I think Tyler is probably going to get some rotational playing on the defensive line. And I think Coleman should fight for that running back 2 position to help Dobbins. Now, let's look at these plays with Jalen Waddle here. Then I'm going to switch to show you Jonah Coleman. I think Jalen Waddle is a beast, and I can't wait till he plays for the Broncos. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what Sean Payton does with him and utilize him. Hopefully that we get some jet sweeps with Jalen Waddle. His speed is, I think his speed can match Marvin Mims. I feel like they should probably utilize him as, with that, bro. But the Dolphins lost a good player. I know what they had to do it. They have to rebuild their own team. They in their rebuild season. But I think I've probably seen enough of Waddle here. I think I could skip to a play like I wanted you guys to see. Let me find it. Is this the play? But if you notice where he's lined up, he's probably lined up at that Z or in the slot. So I can't wait to see how to use Waddle. But Waddle is bringing heat to their wide receiver room. I feel like they needed a star player, and I feel like Waddle can be that. I think this is a great move. By Sean Payton, and let's get out of here right quick because I do want to show you guys another player that I think could help Dobbins. I feel like they have a okay running back room. They have Harvey. I know they have Devon as well, but I don't think they're both fit for the running back number 2. But I think Jonah Coleman is. Let's go ahead and get into Jonah Coleman right here. Jonah Coleman is a solid running back too. We can unmute this. I'm not going to be talking a lot with this, but let's look at Jonah Coleman here. Look at him. You can't tell me he's not going to be a matchmaker in heaven with J.K. Dobbins. I feel like that could be the one-man, two-man punch. And Sean Payton loved using the one-man, two-man punch like he used at the New Orleans Saints. He had Mark Ingram and he had Alvin Kamara, and I feel like they could do that with this. Bro, Jonah Coleman is a beast. Jonah Coleman is a beast. I'm going to probably be unmuted the whole time. Y'all see Caleb Downs. We will be talking about Caleb Downs a little bit later in the video. But, bro, look at that, bro. Look at that. I think he's going to be a beast as the running back number 2. Hopefully, he tries out for that this season. I hope Sean Payton can read my mind on this. I feel like he'd be a beast to add to the running back room for the running back number 2. But to grade the Broncos offseason and draft, I would say a solid B+. I feel like they had more I think they already had a Super Bowl defense. I think they did actually add an addition to. Hold on, I named him. I don't know if he's gonna be their starting tight end, or tight end number two, but Justin Jolly is pretty damn good for your tight end number two position. Let's look up the tight end room for the Broncos right quick. Yeah, honestly, I think they need it. They don't really have that many tight ends. For the Broncos, as I'm looking it up, I don't really see that much. They have Evan Ingram. He's getting pretty old, and Adam. Yeah, I think Justin Jolly will probably get that number two position at the tight end. But going back to Jonah Coleman here, he's a beast. He is a beast. He breaks contact. Bro, just look at his agility. It's freaking amazing. And I feel like he could be amazing paired up with J.K. Dobbins and honestly probably take that running back one spot in a couple years if Sean Payton keep him on the roster. Like, he's a beast. So I think I think that's it for the Broncos here. Let's get into the next team that I really liked in this. I think they did a wonderful job in the offseason. It's the Las Vegas Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Las Vegas Raiders did a lot in the offseason. The Las Vegas Raiders went to pick up Tyler Linderbaum. Let me get my phone here ready, cause I'm gonna be bro. They went up to pick Tyler Linderbaum, Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Jalen Neighbor, and Kirk Cousins. Now, at first with the Kirk Cousins thing, we're gonna be watching Nakobe Dean. So let me get his highlights. Get him up here. While I explain this. Now, Nakobe Dean is incredible. He had 7.5 sacks and 11 pressures and a pressure rate of 40%. And I think once you get that on your team, you cannot let it go. And I think the Raiders did an amazing job with adding him to their linebacker core, adding him to their defense. I don't know why can't I get my full screen here, but it's really bothering me because I want to try to see this and focus on his just playing ability. I think they did good with this pick, picking him up and trading for him. I don't know if they trade for him or picked him up in free agency. I'm not sure, but I think they did a wonderful job adding him to the defense. Like, oh my God, look at that. But they also added Jalen Neighbor and Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna talk about Kirk Cousins right quick as you're watching the Nakobe Dean highlights. Look at him getting that, bro, helping getting that forced fumble out. But anyways. I was so confused with Kirk Cousins still. At first I thought they was gonna start him, but I have to think about it. They are drafting Fernando, and I think Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback to help Fernando up with a start. But let's just watch Nakobe Dean here. Nakobe Dean is a beast. Look how he's fitting in that hole and getting to the quarterback. He was also paired with Zach Bond, so that probably made his job easier. But they also paired him up with Quay Walker, and Quay Walker is also a beast. On the other hand, is bringing help with 108. He's also bringing help to the coverage with 128 tackles and 45% missed tackle rate, and that's pretty much good for. I think he's like an I don't know if it's on the ball or off the ball linebacker. I don't really watch that much of Quay Walker like that, but we are in just a second. Let's finish this with Nakobe Dean because I want you guys to see how much he's going to help the Raiders defense. Like that's what the Raiders need. They didn't have no spice at their defense. They didn't have no heat. They didn't have no spice. They didn't have anything. And I think this is what they need. He's great with with stopping the run, and he's great to getting to the quarterback. So I think this is going to be great to watch him in the Raiders uniform. Look at that. He's coming off the blitz here, pushing that running back out the way and getting into Dak Prescott there. You can spot him very easily. He's about to blow this up, and he's coming. Boom. He could stop the run. I think he's all around. As we see him in coverage here, breaking that up, almost getting a pick there. I think honestly he's probably like a great all-rounder linebacker, and I think he could be something. If I think he could be very special in the future. I think he could be an all-time great. Honestly, I think he's a little bit undersized, but bro, Nakobe Dean is fire. We'll watch one more clip here, and then we're going to watch a little bit of Quay Walker here. Look at Nakobe Dean coming down. Boom! Blowing that play up, bro. Nakobe Dean, I think that's what the Raiders needed to get to the quarterback. They didn't have no pressure. So let's go ahead and get into Before we get into Quay Walker, but before that, I want to introduce y'all to a little bit something. Let's talk about their draft class. They got their franchise quarterback in Fernando. They brought a new safety, Trenton Stucks. Great pickup, by the way. New edge, Cameron Crawford. New center, Trey Zahn, and new cornerback. I want to talk about Jameer McCoy. Y'all see, we got his clips coming up. I watched it after Quay Walker. He could have been a first rounder, point blank period. Let's get into this Quay Walker clip. Let me bring up the Quay Walker clips real quick. He could have been a first rounder. Like, he could have been a first rounder. He's a beast, but y'all know he tore his ACL. Then it ended up not being an ACL problem. It's something with his knee that is off, and but if this I heard that he's getting surgery, and this surgery, depending on if it goes good, he's gonna be out for the season. But still, if he's out for the season, let's say he put the work in, he needs to be, back to 100% player. He's gonna be a CB1 for them for years to come. He's gonna be a generational talent. He's a beast. But let's get back to Quay Walker here, that they also adding to the linebacker position. I think him paired up with Nakobe Dean is going to be amazing. He's more like a pass rusher. He's not really like he's more like a rusher. I feel like Nakobe Dean is like an all-rounder. You could put him in any position, he's going to do well. But I think Quay Walker could help get into the quarterback and also in coverage. So, because look at that, he's knocking shit down. I think he's going to be well in coverage, but I also think he could be well at getting to the quarterback when it comes to like getting to blitz. But I think he's more a pass coverage type of linebacker. Like he's always there. He's going to get the tight ends. He's going to get the running backs for you. Look at that. He's coming down. Boom, getting them, wrapping them up. I really like Quay Walker here, and I think him paired up with a comedy is going to be something special in Las Vegas, man. Like, he's just always there. He reads plays well. Look at that. He's on it. He knows it's coming, and he's there. There for that Lions will stand up screen there. He just reads plays very well. And I think the Raiders found they did well with this. I just feel like bro, Nakobe Dean McCoy Walker is going to be nice to see how that pans out in the Raiders defense, the middle Raiders defense. He's great. He's a great, I said pass rusher. I looking at his highlights here. He's great on the run. Like tackle, like he's great on the run plays. Like great. He reads plays well, and he's there for the run. He's gonna stop the run for sure. Look at that. Boom. He's there. I'm gonna unmute this video real quick, but he's there, and I love that personally. Boom, like he's there. So you have Nakobe Dean like an all-rounder. You have also Quay Walker paired up with him that's going to stop the run. That's going to read plays and be there. He's going to be there for those short passes. He's going to be there for those to stop those run plays. And he's going to help Nakobe Dean a lot. Him being a little older than him. That's a nasty duo. Oh my God, look at him breaking up passes. Maybe he is a good, he's good in coverage as well. You could also I wouldn't consider him like an all-rounder, but he's great at stopping the run. I'm seeing a lot of these clips. You see him being great at stopping the run and reading screens, but also being a little bit there in coverage. You don't really see him in coverage a lot, but you probably will see Nakobe Dean maybe in coverage. I don't know, but I just know this is gonna be a nasty duo up here. I can tell you that. I might not be sure what roles they're gonna play, but I know they're gonna be nasty together for sure. Look at him, boom, coming in. I just want to go back to Nakobe Dean right quick to see how the Philadelphia Eagles used him. So I could, I wonder did he ever drop back in coverage? Let's see. He's they used him on the blitz a lot. I see for the Eagles. They kind of utilize us the same. They're going to get the same, linebackers. But I think you could drop Nakobe Dean since he's smaller in size. I really think you can. Just looking at it. He's great at stopping the run as well. So you have two great run stoppers and linebackers coming their way. Oh, he's blowing shit up just like Quay Walker. They kind of got the same player. Like almost like when I'm like looking at it, he reads plays very well. You see him in coverage kind of here, but he's blowing it up. Thanks to Cooper, helped Cooper right there. Yeah, you see him dropping back in coverage a little bit. So they probably were running blitz with him and dropping back off in coverage a little bit. You probably see Quay Walker probably covering the run a lot and staying in that middle zone. I think that's probably what they're going to probably use them to for. But other than that, let's get back to the presentation here. So I think now they got a nasty linebacker duo coming to them. But you also have to realize they need help with Genty. I feel like you shouldn't put all the pressure on Genty, and I think they did that by getting a running back named Mike Washington Jr. I can't name anybody else in the running back, Raiders running back. I could look it up just to see right quick, but I don't. Let's look it up, you guys, because y'all can see my whole computer. Raiders running back room. Running backs. Let's just look up Raiders running backs. Ashton Genty, Chris. Who was this? Chris Collard. None of them. I can't even, like, they just used Ashton Genty 24/7. And I think you can't put, he's a young running back. I feel like you shouldn't put the pressure on him 24/7. That is something I don't think you should do. And I think they have the help in Mike Washington Jr. I'm going to pull up his highlights, but I didn't have it in here. But I want to see you guys watch him. But let's focus on Jared McCoy here. I had to put him in here, and I had to put his highlights in here because I think if he didn't have this injury, he would have probably been the second cornerback to go off the board under the LSU cornerback. But his injury fucked him up. He got picked in the fourth by the Raiders. I think this is a great pick by the Raiders because if this surgery is successful and he does sit a season, I think he's going to put 100% to make him the player that he once was. And you have your generational cornerback for years to come. I just feel like I have it on my notes here. So let's watch some highlights of Jamar McCoy here. He's nasty, man. I watched a little bit of his highlights when I was scouting players for the draft. I do my own mock drafts. But look at that, man. Like, he just amazing. Maybe I picked the wrong video, but here we go. I was like, when is going to get into it? Look at him. Just, bro, aggressive corner. Aggressive. Look at him in coverage here. Knock his shit down. Like, come on. He's a beast. He's a beast. Look at that. And he always has his hands on the ball. He's always breaking up passes. He's always hands on, man. I love him. He's a high skilled corner. Like, his man coverage ability is nasty. Like, he remind me. I don't know who I could like, but he's a physical corner. He's not that, like, bro. He's a shutdown corner, and if he's healthy after this surgery, the Raiders got a cornerback one for sure for a long time if they keep him on the roster. And they got him in the fourth round. I feel like if it wasn't for the injury, he would have been probably the best corner. He's 6 foot, 193 pounds. If I could give him an NFL comparison, if I could give him one, I don't want to say. I'll probably say like Darius Slay or Stephon Gilmore, probably. I'll probably say Darius Slay because it's more of my time watching football. He reminds me a lot of Darius Slay. And maybe a little bit of Marshawn Lattimore. Marshawn Lattimore was a physical corner. But that man is nasty, bro. Bro. He just always there. His man coverage, just playing the ball. Knows when to play. Don't play too early. Play right on time, bro. And I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna get I'm gonna give this a B plus because there's some like spots I feel like they should have touched. I feel like they should touch their wide receiver core like ASAP. But they did pick up a wide receiver, Malik Benson. He could possibly be a wide receiver 3. I don't see him as a 2 or a 1. And they do have Jalen Naylor, but their wide receiver core is low key trash. Let's look it up. We're going to see here. Let's look it up. Wide receivers, where they at? You have Jalen Naylor, great, coming out of he came from the Vikings. Trey Tucker, Jack Beck, and then you have what's his name? Malik Benson. I feel like Malik Benson could be a good 3. Jalen Naylor is probably gonna be your 1. Trey Tucker, he's I said Tucker. Trey Tucker, he's not a bad dude. He's just on the shorter side, 5'8", 2-on-1. I just don't think he's your wide receiver number 1 at all. I feel like they have to find that wide receiver number 1. I don't think none of these dudes give wide receiver number 1 vibes for me. Then you have Jack Beck. He's a decent football player. I don't know anything too much about him, so I don't want to say anything. But I've watched Jalen Naylor. He's a good wide receiver too. I think they should have found their wide receiver 1, but they still have good ways to go before the season starts to pick up a wide receiver. I don't know who will be on their chart. Maybe get a Jawan Jennings. He's a free agent. Maybe get Jawan Jennings to help this. I feel like they should give him some weapons to work through. He does have Brock Bowers, but I don't want Brock Bowers to be his only weapon. And I want to actually see them develop Deontay Thornton. I haven't seen him a lot, but he's super quick. He reminds me of another wide receiver in this draft, Chris Brazil, I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. I want to see him work, honestly, but we'll see if they play him or not. But I will give this a B plus, maybe even a C, because I feel like that they got within defense to be a solid defense. I think they need to give their young quarterback some weapons. But let's go to the the next team, and we have the Carolina Panthers. Now, let's just watch. We got let's just get into watching Devin Lloyd. Now, I watched Devin Lloyd a lot when I watched what did I watch? It's a game I watched. It was the Jaguars playing. What team did they play for? He like ran it back. Jaguars. Let me just look up the play. Devin Lloyd run back fumble. I think it was a fumble. And that game he played amazing in that game.
Chance to show his stuff as he crosses the 20, the 30.
I cannot find it, but that's when I start watching his clips. This is an amazing pickup by the Carolina Panthers. And I'm a Saints fan. If you don't know, I'm a Saints fan, and I know this is in my division, and I hate that they picked up so many good players. I actually wanted Lloyd to come to the Saints because he was a free agent, but we picked up Cannon Ellis instead, and I feel like this is a solid pickup for losing Demario Davis. But we'll get to the Saints soon. They're actually coming up very soon, so. Anyways, let's talk about the Carolina Panthers. They went and got Jalen Phillips. I didn't put his highlights in here because I think he's a solid player, and I feel like they needed a great edge, and he brings that. He brings in 73 quarterback pressures in the 25 season. He's a great pass rusher. I think he's not really like I won't say a star player because he brings that the pressure. So he don't really get that many sacks. He's not like your somebody to like be scared of, but he's gonna get in your face and he's gonna bring that pressure, and it's somebody to watch. He's like a low key underrated player, and Jalen Phillips. But the real big deal that I think they brought in was Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd is somebody they're gonna have to watch in the Carolina defense, and I think the Carolina needed some linebacker help, and they went and got it in Devin Lloyd. Let's just watch his highlights, man. Devin Lloyd is a beast in the middle. He's an all-around man. He could drop in coverage. He could stop the run and get picks. He had 5 picks last season, y'all. Just come on, bro. Bro, look at this man. Bow. He's there. He drops in coverage a lot, and I love that. I love like middle linebackers that drops in coverage. I love it. This is the play I was talking about. It was the interception. This when I start watching his clips. This when I start watching his clips.
Fake it, and it's intercepted by Lloyd. Devin Lloyd weaving. Lloyd trying
Bro,
to
he's amazing.
Brissett flushed out of the pocket. Just trying to get
He
back
just
to the line of
there.
scrimmage, and that a potential late hit.
Yard run on first down.
Look at him.
Nix, late pressure, floats
Boom! Put a hand up.
out of Troutman, and it's incomplete. Young kids never thought they'd have.
He's an off-ball linebacker, man. He's on it. Bro, I love him.
Young will have to dump that off. It's Hubbard who puts a move on and gets to about the
bottom of the screen.
Browning to the air, tightly contested slam.
He's there.
It's caught.
He's gonna be great.
Play action, little misdirection, near side. And that time, Nico Collins field out of their rollout game. So
He's dropping back here. Look. Ready to play. Boom. Coming in. Getting a tackle. My voice going out, y'all. Sorry. Boom. He's gonna be amazing for the Panthers.
He's guarding Ricky Pearsall, a tough assignment. Pearsall on the comeback route makes the grab against Hunt.
extra man on the rush, dropped off for Pacheco.
Also, while y'all watching his highlights, I'm gonna mute the video right quick. We're gonna talk about their what they did in the draft. They picked up Monroe Filling, a future left tackle. Lee Hunter, I think he's gonna help with the run a lot. Chris Brazil, the third or the second, I do not know. I really want to talk about this pick here. I don't know. I think Chris Brazil needs a lot of help. I think he's super fast for his height, but he needs a lot of improvement with his route running. But I think he could be a solid wide receiver 2 or 3, because McMillan. I think that's your. Is that the main last name? Hold on. I don't want to be wrong. I fuck up with names. So if you like my channel, just know I fuck up with names like a lot. McMillan, yeah, I was right. McMillan is I don't know if y'all agree with me. I feel like McMillan is a wide receiver 1 talent. I think they have their wide receiver 1. I do not think they have any other wide receivers that could potentially be a wide receiver 2. But Xavier Legette, he's very inconsistent. I think they need a solid wide receiver 2 corner. I don't think Xavier Legette is that. But I think possibly they already have a big dude, so I don't know why they put maybe because he's super fast. Maybe they need a little bit of speed. But I think Chris Brazil could be a solid wide receiver 2 for this team and put Xavier Legette as a 3. But I think he's gonna need a lot of help with his route running. If he could get that, I think he's a good wide receiver 2 in this league. I think if they could get his route running up to play, they pretty much got it there. Also, they also added Will Lee. Let's go back to the slideshow so y'all can see. They also added Will Lee, and like I said right here, I think he's a lot of room for improvement. He's tall and fast and has solid ball skills. He could potentially be a CB3, but I don't think he's going to play in the slot. He probably will play outside. But to rate this, I'll probably give it a B+. If they fix their wide receiver group, I think this is a B+ in the offseason and the draft put together. But like, oh, excuse me. Hold on, you guys. Let me get some water right quick. My voice is going out here. But let's get into the. Come on, we get into the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not gonna even read too much, but in the offseason they picked up Jalen Thompson, Kobe Durant, D. Winters that can help with the run game. This is what we're here for, to watch fucking Caleb Downs eat. Let's click the video. Sorry if you heard me just swallow water all up in your ear. Let's look up. This video, bro. Bro. At first, I thought the Saints were gonna get Caleb Downs, but they wasn't. I found out they was actually trying to go for oh my god, oh lord, Master Delane. They was actually gonna go for Master Delane if he dropped into their hands, and then they didn't. They was gonna get Jordan Tyson. Whew. Excuse me. Let's just watch Caleb Downs. Boom! Oh my god. Bro. They got a generational talent at safety. The Cowboys don't have to worry about at least their safety position for years to come. He's the most talented player in this draft so far, as well as other players. They're gonna be listed later. Jordan Tyson is, come on, him, Jordan Tyson. Maybe Carnell Tate, Arvell Reese, and David Bailey. It's gonna be people. I feel like they're just talented football players, and Sonny Styles. But Caleb Downs is just a freak athlete, man. Just look at him. Look at him. Come on, man. He's a hard hitter. He reminded me a lot of Troy Pananulu. I think that's how you pronounce him. He reminds me a lot of him. He's, of course, smaller than him, but he's nasty. I'm gonna have to mute this because I got music that I didn't know. But it's a great video to show off Caleb Downs, man. Bro, he's elite. He's a versatile safety, man. Bro, hard hitter. Just putting shit down. He has high football IQ. Just come on. Look at that. Boom. Like, what? He's a generational talent. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him in the Cowboys defense. I cannot. And it's fuck the Cowboys, honestly. I hate the Cowboys. As a Saints fan, you know. If you know, you know. But I just want to watch him. I'm just here for the players, man. It's just a freak athlete. I can't wait to see him in the Cowboys defense. And the Cowboys need a lot of help in their secondary, and I think he's going to help a lot. You know how you need a lot of players. I think one player just going to help them a lot, and I think he is for sure. They need a lot of more help on defense. Defensive end, don't get me wrong. But he's going to help a lot, for sure. They need a lot of cornerbacks, too, but he's going to help. And I can't believe he went that down on the draft board. I thought the Saints was going to get him, but we don't really need safety help. A lot of people was like, I didn't get why the Saints fans was like, telling us to go get Caleb Downs, go get Caleb Downs. Yeah, but we was going to have to trade the safety for sure. We had Blackman. We got, who else we got? Bro, just look at him. Oh, my God. I keep getting distracted. We had Blackman, Sanker, and Reed. We just going to have to trade one of them. For sure. If you want Caleb Downs to be a starter, you was going to have to trade a couple of them. And probably could have got some good shit back, too. But I didn't think we needed a safety, so I know he was going to go to somebody else. But this is nasty, man. Oh, my God. What? All right, I don't want to hold you too long because we got a lot more to cover in this video. I'm going to rate this an A+. The Cowboys are A+ just for Caleb Downs. I'm a Caleb Downs fan. They also did get Malachi Lawrence. He's a great edge, great speed rusher, and he has good hustle. And Jay Sean Barham, I don't really know about him. I did watch a little bit of Malachi Lawrence highlights. He's, like I said, great speed rusher, and he got a good hustle. And I think bringing that in, he could be, I won't call him a Michael, what's the nigga name? A Parson replacement, not at all. But I think he's going to get compared to him a lot. I just wish he will be known as just him. Michael Parsons. I couldn't think of his name. There you go. But let's get to the Rams. Now, a lot of people did not like. We'll talk about the draft, then we'll get to just watching Trent McDuffie eat. But anyways, let's talk about the draft. They got Ty Simpson as quarterback, Max Clare tight end, and Keegan Trost at offensive tackle. A lot of people didn't like picking Ty Simpson with the 13th pick. I sort of agree, but I also disagree at the same time. Here's why. They had so many quarterback talents coming out next year. But you also have to remember who y'all have. They have Matthew Stafford. I was a little bit confused, but we don't know if he's going to retire after this season. This upcoming season, we don't know. He's getting up in age, but he just want an MVP. So the thing is, I think it's a risk here, because if you have him sit him, let's say he doesn't retire next year, you have him sit him for 2 seasons. I feel like it could be a smart decision if he's only sitting 1 season and he can learn behind Matthew Stafford. Oh my God, my voice is going out. But if not, I feel like this is a stupid decision if he is going to sit 2 years. If it's only one, then fine. And he's coming in with the best wide receivers, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. Oh my god. But let's just get Trent McDuffie here. As I go get some water. Let's just watch him.
Barnes is looking his way. Deep for Jones. Oh, and it's in and out of his hands. No flag. McDuffie with the coverage.
Wilson under pressure. He got hit from behind. The ball is loose.
The defensive coordinator, and it does appear like McDuffie was able to get that ball out.
All right, y'all.
For his career. Montgomery eludes the first hit by Trent McDuffie, but McDuffie now wearing 22. He was 21 last year. Comes in there and shuts it down. Out quick, one on the edge. Reynolds lost the football.
When I saw that the LA Rams got Trent McDuffie, I said, you nasty bitches. Like, you nasty bitches. Y'all got Trent McDuffie. Not only that, they have Jalen Watson. And that just, bro, enhances their cornerback room so much. What I have next to Trent McDuffie is just elite. He's such an elite corner. He's great on man coverage. And he just there. He's not like, I don't know how to describe. He's not like your big, fancy cornerback. He's just a solid. He just always there, always makes plays. He's not anything. He doesn't do anything fancy. He's just a solid lockdown corner, and that makes him so elite. And the way he read plays and just there is amazing. So we're going to continue to watch a little bit of some Trent McDuffie. And I hope y'all get it what I mean. Like, he's not like he doesn't do anything fancy. He just locks shit down. He's a football player. He just there. Look at him. He plays his role. He does it well. That's what makes him so elite. A lot of corners are known for something fancy. He's just known as an awesome football player. He comes for the. You could see him in the last couple of plays. He would come down and blitz, get to the quarterback, get to the running back. But he's just a solid player all around. And I think that's what makes him so elite. As again, you see him blitzing there.
Don't be surprised if Jordan Love takes off with this one. He needs 5 yards back.
I can't wait to see him in the Rams defense. Like I said, just there. He's always there.
Make sure he doesn't get there. Trent McDuffie was down as well.
And that makes him so elite. That would makes him such a good player.
They go empty. Only really a two-man rush with a spy is two.
Boom, he's there.
In traffic for Tyreek Hill, and Nick Bolton was standing there. Trent McDuffie defensively for Kansas City. It's not a challenge flag. It was somebody's hand warmer they threw back there. To a swing.
Boom.
Look out. Hill crushed.
The Rams got that. Oh my God, Rams defense. That's a Super Bowl defense. I think Rams is a team y'all gotta watch for. They're a Super Bowl contender.
But they won't right here. Coming up is McDuffie to make the tackle for a loss.
We're that good, but on the ball quickly.
He just ran 40 yards to pick up 5.
Look at that, there, just there. Like, that's what I mean. He doesn't do anything fancy. He's just there, always there.
This secondary, Jim.
I'm thinking it's you now.
I remember the great punts in that game. There were a few beauties.
3rd and 14, starting the second. Purdy steps
Look
away
at him.
from the heat.
There.
And it's
Plays the ball right on time.
last moment.
He's fast, man.
Able to defend it
We got one more team to cover. I'm not gonna, cause my team. I'm gonna be on my team a lot. That's the last team I'm covering. I'm gonna give them an A+, cause I feel like the Rams are a Super Bowl contender, and they're something to watch for. I'm just gonna give them an A+ with the offseason and the draft. Now the next team is my team, so I'm letting y'all know this now. I'm about to rave over my team. Let's just get into Travis Etienne. Well, it's actually pronounced Etienne. So let me get it right. We bought in Travis Etienne in the offseason. We also brought David Edwards guard, that's our starting new left guard. He was in the top 10 guards. Kenning Ellis, he is at Demario Davis replacement. He's coming with 107 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 pick in the 25 season. We have Ryan Wright, our punter replacement. Our punter I sucked. If you know, you know. We have Noah Fant. I think he's going to be more of a blocking tight end. I don't think he's going to catch the ball that much. And you'll probably understand why when I explain it. We also have Tyree Wilson that we got in the draft. We traded the pick to the Raiders and we got Tyree Wilson. I said this is going to be a great pair with Chase Young. And also, let's talk about the edge group. They have a lot of edges come in. We just signed an edge today that came from the New England Patriots. And he's a good run stopper edge. And we signed a bunch of edges. But anyways, let's just get into this. Back to what I was saying. They have a bunch of edge players. Let me just hide that as the video so I won't be looking at anything dark. They have a bunch of edge players that they're bringing along, but I think they should cut like half of these edge players off. I feel like you have let's just say if Cam Jordan doesn't come back, you have Carl Granderson, you have Chase Young, and I think Chase Young could be a great rotational player with Tyree Wilson, because I feel like if Stanley can make Chase, because let's be perfectly fine, we thought Chase Young was washed. He came and had a incredible season with the Saints. I feel like he could do the same thing with Tyree Wilson. I watched some of his highlights. He's low-key nasty. He's low-key nasty. You feel what I'm saying? So I think if you pair that with Granderson, we have some great edge rushers. I think we do. But also, let's just talk about the running back room. So we don't know what is going to go with Alvin Kamara. We really don't know. But we have some great... Travis Etienne is probably going to take over as running back one. And I don't love that. But if they do keep Alvin Kamara, expect to see Kelly Moore maybe stealing something out of Sean Payton's book and do the one-man, two-man thing. And I think that's the thing, knowing Alvin Kamara is, like, he's more injury prone these last 2 seasons. But if not, if Alvin Kamara do go, we still have Condre Miller, Devin Neal, and we brought another running back. I think his name Ty. We brought in another running back. Let me go find him. Ty Chandler, that's his name. We brought in a new running back that I think is pretty solid. But if you know, I think Condre Miller could be a nasty one-man, two-man punch thing with HN. But he got injured twice back to back, so I don't know. But if he does it, I feel like Devin Neal would be solid. If he doesn't get that running back too, I think Ty would be solid. Let's just look at some Travis HN highlights right quick. You're bringing this to New Orleans. It's crazy. We haven't got a lot of productive in our running back room in the last at least 3 to 4 years. And I'm glad. We're getting some juice in our running back room with HN here. Look how he just finds the pocket and just, whew. He's patient. He's a very patient running back. He just finds the holes and he just go. Look, patient and then just go. He reminds me actually a lot of Alvin Kamara, but I'll say he's a little bit faster. Look at him. Look, found this hole. Boom. He's there.
Yards of offense as a receiver.
Right back to Etienne. Nice run by Travis Etienne. And they'll take over.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You bringing this to New Orleans? Oh my God. I'm gonna be hyped every Sunday if I see these type of runs in New Orleans. Bro, what? Their off season just get an A+ for me. I feel like the Saints. Oh no, we don't do no ads. We don't do no ads. We're gonna stop this right here. But anyways, like I feel like the A+ in the off season just does it for me. But anyways, let's just go to our draft class. We're talking about some Jordan Tyson, baby. Let's get into watching some Jordan Tyson. Before we play that, let's talk about all we did in the draft. I'm watching this video later. MMG, you got me later, man. I love some MMG, man. Anyways, in the draft, Saints got Jordan Tyson. I feel like he's going to compliment Chris Olave huge. Saints would be stupid. I've saw a lot of things on Twitter. I am a very Twitter Saints fan advocate. It's probably the most toxic place to be a Saints fan. I see a lot of people say if they don't pay Chris Olave, he could be our wide receiver run. And I get it. But I think if Kellen Moore is such a smart man, he comes from the Eagles, and he's an offensive coordinator from the Eagles, right? He always had that one-man, two-man thing. 1B, 1A, 1B, 1A. And I think he has that with Jordan Tyson and Chris Olave. I feel like he'll be stupid not to pay this man his money. And I think they're going to extend Chris Olave's contract and just let them be. You have two wide receiver ones at the 1 and the 2. I feel like that's perfect for the Saints. I think that's what we needed. But I feel like they'll be stupid. But I feel like if they do, let's say if they don't play Chris Olave, I think they're going to need another wide receiver to be that too, honestly. But anyways, they also got Christian Miller. He could stop the run. He's going to be a good pair with Brzee. We also have Oscar Delp. I think he's going to be our tight end number 2. I think we're going to see Noah Fant mostly come in for different like run packages. But I think Oscar Delp's going to be our tight end number 2 that's going to be catching balls with Jawan Johnson. And we also have Jeremy Wright. He's a offensive guard. He's possibly our Ruiz replacement. Cesar Ruiz has been very terrible the last 2 seasons. He needs a season to prove himself, and I feel like if he doesn't this season, I've watched a little bit of Jermaine Wright because I didn't know who he was at first. He is man. I think he's going to be a great replacement. They have Bryce Lance. I was shocked by this pick. Bryce Lance, I watched his highlights yesterday and the day before. Nasty. And I think he's competing for Devon Vele for the wide receiver 3 position. I don't know. Devon Vele is getting old. He's 29 this year. He turns 29 this year. I feel like Bryce is going to be competing for that wide receiver 3 spot with Devon. He's 6'3", and he's a possible wide receiver 3. I don't know if y'all like that, because I love Devon Vele. I feel like he did good for us last season, but he wasn't productive until we put Tyler Show in. So you got to consider both of those. So, also, we have Lorenzo Styles. Now, a lot of people... we could play him silently in the background while I explain this. Play some of Jordan Tyson highlights so you can see how good of a baller he is. But with Lorenzo Styles, he's more of a special team player, and I think you should have him at a gadget, just like we had Taysom Hill. Use him for special teams. Use him for some offensive, like use him as a gadget player, like a secret weapon almost, on some plays, because Lorenzo Styles actually have some great wide receiver plays. I don't know if I'm at Georgia Tech. I think it was Georgia Tech. He played wide receiver at Georgia Tech, and he played some great safety reps at Ohio State. So I feel like you should use him more like a specials, like a weapon type of player, like we use Taysom Hill at defense and off offense. I feel like he could be a low-key Taysom Hill replacement, because we don't know if he's going to retire or not. I feel like that's how you should use him, but, I'm just a girl. We don't know. Also, we have Barry Brown. We got our Rashid Shaheed replacement. He's going to be a returning punt returner off the bat. Then we have TJ Hall. He's probably going to play slot for us. He's a very hard hitter. He's slow, so he's probably going to play that slot role for us. I think he should earn that. Or I like Wright. I saw him a little bit in preseason. I don't know if y'all know who Wright is, but if you look in that corners, you'll see Wright. But let's just get into Tyson here. Let's see what Tyson working with. Mind you, before injury, Tyson, even still with injury, Tyson was the best wide receiver in this class, period. Better than Cornell Tate, better than Mekhi Lemon. It reminds me of, like, a lot of Marcus Colston and, what's the man name? George. I cannot think of that man's last name. George Pickens. That's who we remind me of. Marcus Colston and George Pickens. More like a Julio Jones type of jump ball, aggressive wide receiver. Remind me of those two for sure. We'll just look at him. Oh my god. Look how he's creating space. He's fast as hell. Just, come on. I feel like this is a great pair up with Olave. I think he could, like, improve it, like, run after catch, but I think that's all he's going to have to improve on. But that's it. And staying healthy. Like, that's the only thing we have to worry about with him. Staying healthy and his run after catch. And he got it in the bag. It's a top-tier wide receiver. Ooh. I didn't give their draft an A+. Honestly, they did wonderful.
Only a matter of time, right?
How long can you hold a talented wide?
Not gonna hold y'all too long, but y'all see what type of player he is. But I can't. So let's just talk about Caden Ellis. Like I got all the players right here. I put in some Barry and Brown. I don't know what this. I don't know if I put the right video, but he's gonna be a nasty punt returner and for us. And honestly, you could use him. Like you started to use Rashid at first, just for a deep player. Just use him if we need something spicy. Just put him in for those type of players. Cause I don't think he's a wide receiver 3, but I think he's gonna be. He's a deep threat maker, and he's gonna be a great punt return and kick return specialist for us. Honestly, I might have to look up his Oh, here we go. They got some in here. I was about to look some up, bro. Our team's gonna put on some points this year, and a lot of people have think our defense is gonna be ass. I don't think our defense is gonna be ass. I feel like I don't think our defense is gonna be ass. I have faith in Kool-Aid. I have faith in Quincy Riley. I don't know who gonna put as our slot. I think Hall could be a solid slot player for us. He just needs a little bit of work with his agility as a quarterback. I think our middle linebacker core is solid. I think our safety core is solid. But I think you're probably gonna hate. I don't like Pete Werner at all. I feel like you should let Stutzman and Caden Ellis eat at those 2 spots. I loved what I saw from Stutzman last season. I feel like trade maybe Pete and get a better defensive tackle to help with Brazil and Miller, or to get a solid quarterback 3, because we don't know how TJ Hall is going to play out yet. That's probably what I would do. But I think our defense is pretty solid. Our defense wasn't bad last year, at all. Our defense is what kept us in majority of those games. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look up his kick return, punt return highlight because that's what he's gonna mainly be used for us. So let's go find it. This is a short clip, but
oh, you found it! What a relief! Thanks, Gecko.
I feel like this is gonna be a good one to explain what we're getting at that position. Damn, hurry up, ad. Don't want to get copyrighted either. But look at this. This is what we're getting. This is what we're getting. The majority of it was 99-yard plus touchdowns from kick return and punt return. I think majority of them were 99 plus yards. He's our replacement for Rashid Shaheed. I'm excited. I think the Saints got an A+ for the draft, A+ for the offseason. I feel like they trust Tyler Show. I trust Tyler Show for his sophomore season. And I'm excited to see what the Saints are going to do. But I really think it's an A+. Now, I didn't do a lot of teams. I just did these quick teams that I think that stood out to me. And I think need to be on watch next season. I do think a couple other teams need to be on watch. But if you want your team in the next video, I'm going to do a next video. Because I really got to get on the 49ers. The 49ers were ass. I don't know what the 49ers are doing. Maybe I just do trash 6 teams. I think that they did terrible in the offseason in the draft. Maybe I'll do that next. But if you want your team for me to explain my takes on your team and what they brought in, comment down below your teams. I only did I think 5 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I did 6. I did 6 teams here. We have 32. So comment some teams y'all want below, and y'all can get it from me. But I hope y'all like this video. It was something new, and I really did enjoy doing it and explaining my takes. So I love you guys. But before we end this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to comment your teams down below. And yeah, I love you guys. Peace.